Giraffe. Incredible. So we're on lock with a breeding herd of elephant, and there's one of these females is kindly letting us view her tiny little calf, and he was just scratching his bum and his flank on his mom's back left leg, which was too very adorable. So guys, yeah, the first 3 months of his life, that trunk is going to be quite an oddity for him. So after that, he slowly but surely gets the swing of things. But they only pick up the full use of the trunk like the adults here at roughly 3 years old. If you think then, that's when their diet switches from milk to all solid foods completely. Yeah, close this guy's getting. Yeah, I can see Jen here in the mirror, and I can see the joy in your face, Jen. Let me zoom in. All smiles. Oh, shame, man. It's incredible. What a special sighting. Isaac's gonna have a close view there of a very relaxed female that's happy to show her calf to us close by. We had quite a good chuckle here at the back now, as the female elephant did start urinating and defecating, and the calf almost blindly ran into it. So he was almost showered there and knocked out by some elephant dung. See, there's still some of the white stains of birth when they're still young, less than a month and around about a month old. You still see that sort of a white wash on top of the young elephant's body. Man, but they're cute, these guys.
Like that scratching pose.
Yeah, he's scratching himself again. Well, welcome back to you, whoever's watching this. You are going to be seeing Nsongwan male leopard shortly. We are moving into this lock. You can already see him lying down on top of a small termite now. Let's go closer to have a look. So Mr. Nsongwana male is busy digesting and resting on the ground. He in fact does have a kill impala hoisted up in a big shambok pod tree. But as we came into the lock, the first thing we saw him was resting on the ground. Isn't he just a majestic animal? He's just so beautiful. He's robust. Look at his neck, is incredibly thick.
Yeah.
And when he does walk, typically male leopards, when they're about 7 to 8 years old, they develop a dewlap, which starts to hang a little bit. The throat skin starts to hang quite low. And you know they're approaching their prime. That's a good indication to seeing if leopards reach their prime.
You're welcome to join. So when they go up with that kill, is that impala in his mouth and he's using all 4 legs, or is he somehow...
Yeah. Now these guys, when they do decide to hoist something up into the tree, they'll grapple it by the throat or the back of the head, and then they'll just run up with it and climb this tree basically. And they can carry more than half their own body weight up the tree. So pound for pound, one of the strongest cats on the planet, if you compare them to tigers and jaguars and lions, because of the fact that they've become accustomed to hoist their kills on to trees to try and avoid the competition on the ground between hyenas and other predators.
What is their, did they have predators, like what kills them?
Natural predators for leopard, each other, and especially lions. Lions poses a big threat to leopards. In some instances, think of female leopards with their cubs. They can have serious run-ins with baboons, troops of baboons, so that's also sort of a natural enemy for them. For male leopards, if they do succumb to something like that of one of the other species or inter-specific species competition, then it's typically lions, larger predators, larger cats. Yeah. The second born of the legendary Ntombi leopardess that lived up to about 16 years old before she died of old age. This was her very second cub, Ntsongwan male. Now, Ntsongwan also means young boy or youngster in the local Shangaan language. The firstborn was Umfana. He had half a tail, and he was a humongous male leopard as well. Now, Umfana means boy, and because this guy was sort of the half-brother of Umfana, it was good to name him Tsongwana, the younger brother. I haven't seen Umfana in many years though. I'm not sure if he's still alive. He would have been about an 11 to 12 year old male leopard now, maybe slightly older. But man, this guy is looking good, eh? He's got a nice striking yellowish coat. And look at all the spot patterns on his back, guys. Can you see it's almost like a rosette? It's like 2 to 3 singular spots surrounding one another. And if you look down towards the limb of the animal, that's where you'll typically start seeing more singular spots, as opposed to a cheetah that's got single spots all over the body, where leopards have more of a rosette pattern. Yeah, so there you can see the limbs of the impala dangling from a long-tailed cassia or a shambok pot tree. It's got a dense canopy, this tree, and for leopards that's actually perfect, because when they do hoist their keels they don't want everybody to know, especially the vultures and tawny eagles and battaliers that can sometimes come in and not harass them on their keels, but they can sometimes irritate the leopards. And from the distance, obviously, lions would sometimes watch the bird of prey or vultures going down to an area, so preferably the leopard doesn't want his kill to be seen, so the shambok pod is just perfect. Is every now and then checking up there to double check that his kill is still there and still intact. And you can see with summertime almost in full swing that the fly populations are increasing, so he's also swapping quite a bit of flies, making use of the paws, flicking of the ears and swapping of the tail as well. So yeah, we would have hoped that he could maybe get up and climb this tree and go feed for us, but not today. Maybe he'll still be here tomorrow morning. But until then, we're going to leave Ntsongwan male leopard sleeping peacefully on a small termite mound below this long-tailed cassia with his impala kill. It's always good to see him. We'll catch you later. Cheers.